a project or your business that you're working on, 3 key things that you need to invest on. I invested for this stuff. As I said, I'm not a politician, so I've been drawing a lot. I'm an engineer, by the way. So, most of us, we spend a lot of time trying to build businesses. But most of the time, we are not even sure what we're trying to do. So if you want to build a business right now, these are the 3 things you need to ask yourself. First of all, what I'm trying to work on, is it feasible? Meaning that the current existing environment, does it support your idea or your project or your business to grow and scale? Is the environment ready? Is this the right timing for your business? And then, you need to check on desirability. Is there consumer readiness to consume what you're bringing into the market? It doesn't matter what you're selling. Everyone can tell you you're having a very good product, a very good business, but is there a willingness to pay? Will they go to their pocket and pay for your product? Your mom can tell you this is a very good business ever. Mom, can you pay for this? No. You're getting me? And if your own mother cannot even buy your product, what about your ex? So, feasibility is key. Desirability is key. But most importantly, is it viable? Is it commercially viable if it's a product that you want to push into the market and sell? Is it partnership viable if it's a project that you want to get funded? Does it create the intended outcome and benefit that your partners are looking for? Are you guys getting me? Yes. But if this is very difficult for you to understand, then there's an easiest approach. You just have to ask yourself these 4 questions. It's part of the design thinking for business innovation, a concept that was originated by Professor Jen Litka from University of Virginia. So the first question is, if you want to build a business, the first question is always, what is? What is that you're trying to do? Does it make sense? You can move around and find a lot of young people building mobile application. Someone is building a mobile application to remind kids to wash their hand. It's a mobile application and it's working nice, but does it make sense to you? What is that you're trying to do? It's not about just doing something. Yes, we want you to do something, but does it make sense? The business idea you have, the project that you want to run, does it make sense? And then, what if? The issue is not about doing. People are doing so many things. There are events happening everywhere in Salaam. But I'm the only person who is running an event which has 1,200 people who are attending the event, which is about technology. As you can already know, we don't have content. If you blog about technology in Tanzania, you'll definitely have like 2 or 3 followers. But if you say, where must a petrol, a mandala, a diamond, you know what to happen. So, basically what if is key. What if you decide to do it different? Because what if is what brings in innovation. Yes, we are all selling fruits. What if I decide to sell fruits wearing pajamas? That would be weird. But if I'm selling fruits wearing swimming coats, to me it's even more weird. But if it's a cute lady selling fruits,
In the beginning, yeah.
Yeah, it's an added advantage. So, what if is always key to your business? And this is what we want young Tanzanian business people to start understand. You should be able to see opportunities as they come. But seeing opportunities is not enough. Everybody can see an opportunity. You know, we have those idea guys, huh? Every day they have a new idea. Brother, this is the best one. Listen to me. And then tomorrow, no, this is the best one, please. You gotta listen to me. So seeing opportunities is not enough. You need to act towards opportunities. There's what we call the valley of death. Moving from having an idea to an actual working project, product, or business. To move between having an idea to an actual business which is running, my brother, it's difficult. Actually, it's more than difficult. Seeing opportunity, acting towards them is not enough. You need to act different. You need to act what? Hey, you can see from the TV shows that are happening in Tanzania. One channel is saying Swiss guitar, the other one guitar kwetu, the other one guitar kimekoroga. So like they are still there. The ideas are exactly the same. You can see the difference. So you need to be able to see the opportunity. You need to be able to act. You need to be able to act different. So getting back to my 4 questions. What if? And what is? And then what if? If you can figure out the what is and the what if part, the most important part is what wow. We want to see that what wows. Innovation is what distinguishes between leaders and followers. That's the late Steve Jobs. So we want to see the wow component. You have innovators, imitators, and idiots. The 3 I's of innovation. I can give you a real time example. If iPhone is an innovation, then a Samsung product can be an imitation. And then you know what techno is. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. You said it. You said it. I didn't say that. I'm just saying. So the 3 I's of innovation are innovators, imitators, and idiots. So we need to see that wow thing. You see it? We need to see that wow thing. That impression that this product, this business is operating at a global standard. That is what we want to see. We don't want to see a kid creating a company called Mzizima Consulting Agency. They don't report in time. They don't reply to emails. Their website is bouncing error 404. We want to see the Deloitte version of your consulting firm. People are well dressed, well respected. They do stuff in time. They deliver. They are committed to what they do. We shouldn't have this is an African app in the App Store, and this is a Silicon Valley app in the App Store. Are you guys getting me? Is that notion if something is coming from Africa, it should be of a low quality? Shouldn't be there. It shouldn't be this is Italian leather and this is Ethiopian leather. It should be this is an amazing Ethiopian shoes with an Italian leather belt, which doesn't send quality competition with this amazing Ethiopian product. Are you guys getting what I'm trying to say? Yes. And that is the essence of you want to build a business that will outgrow other businesses in Africa. You have to push to build a business that is thriving on quality. What is? What if? What wows? But most importantly, out of those 4 questions is what works. So, something can be so nice. Something can be very, very, very amazing. But if it doesn't work, wow, this phone is so cute, but I can't text. Yes, it's cute, but it doesn't work. So you need to come up with innovations that are really touching people's lives. They're changing the game. They're working. They're addressing our needs. Because I believe the best way to tackle a problem is to build a business around it. And that's why we need innovators. We need fixers. We don't need people who are complaining. We need problem solvers. We don't need people who are pointing fingers. And you guys can do that. I don't want to see another news section where someone is complaining, no, you as a freaking government, you decide what you want to do. You decide if you want to be a wolf or you want to be a sheep. I told that to one of my young brothers 18 months ago, and today is co-organizing this event. If you can clap for Mulika. He asked me, brother, I'm thinking about quitting my job and starting my own organization. What do you think? I told him, do you want to be a sheep or you want to be a wolf? I want to be a wolf. Then quit thinking like a sheep. Are you ready to become a wolf?
Yes.
There's a lot of sacrifices you have to make. Your beautiful girlfriend will run away because you're broke. Your friends will run away, they're not one going out with a broke-ass nigga. But if you believe in what you're looking to achieve, that's all that you need to take you to the next level. You cannot be able to attain significant change without some degree of madness. I think you've heard about this. So when I finished my degree, I did software engineering. I was in Bangalore for 4 years. I'm a very good developer, by the way. When I came back home, my mother was like, so what's the plan? I was like, what do you mean, what's the plan? You need to get some sort of employment. I was like, I want to go to Dodoma. Dodoma is the central part of Tanzania. In 2011, if you've been moving between Makole and Mkuhungu in Dodoma, by that time, there was nothing there. But I wanted a challenge. I wanted to see what happens if you grow with a certain city which is at its still early stage of growth and try to attain opportunity, cross some deals and start a business from there. So I made them a bold move. I moved from Dar es Salaam to Dodoma with my first co-founder, a gentleman called Amiri. You know, like that movie from Paris is lovely. So what happened is Dodoma stayed in Dodoma. So, but to make the story short, we lost like 30-something million, and we went purely broke. I actually had to borrow money from my girlfriend to get back home. So, so the lesson here is, you've just got to do it. And it's pretty much okay to fail. You need to embrace failure. I know in African family, the dad will be like, this is the dumbest kid of my family. He's failing in everything. He got division 0 in Form 4. But failure is important. It gives you an opportunity to be able to reflect and engage yourself. Young innovators and entrepreneurs I've been working with at Buni before I started my first own company, they already know about this quote. This originated from me. It's always okay to fail. Fail fast, fail cheap, fail reasonably. Fail fast. Nigga, don't wait 10 years to know this business is not working. Very quick, iterate, brother, pivot. This shit is not working, I need to move to another stuff. Fail cheap. Don't put 200,000 USD in a business and then, looks like I'm failing. You are not failing, bro, that's growing up. And fail reasonably. Every failure is an opportunity to learn, my brother. Learn. Learn from every failure. If in your first startup you failed because of your co-founder, don't repeat that mistake again. Maybe an allowable failure next time is to fail because the processes didn't go well. But it shouldn't be because of a co-founder. You're getting me? And you need to learn the essence of doing great businesses. What does it take to build a great global startup? It's 4 variables. What does it take to build an African great startups? 5 variables. The first variable is an idea. Having a brilliant idea is extremely important, an idea that makes sense. But idea is nothing. Believe me, when I was working at Buni on average, I could listen between 20 to 30 new ideas every day. I was paid to listen to ideas. And then offer people support to turn the ideas into businesses. You getting me? The most important component after the idea is team. No matter how good your idea is, if you don't have a proper team to execute the idea, you will not go anywhere. I can guarantee you that. I've seen startup with good ideas but with bad team, and startup with bad ideas with good teams. People can sell a very crappy product just because they have a good team. They have a person who can talk. They have a good technical person. They have a guy who can lobby. And then you have a brilliant idea. You're like a broadcast nigga walking like this on the road. Nothing on your pocket. Idea, team, most importantly, a product. Having a brilliant idea doesn't guarantee you're going to have a brilliant product. We used to have Orkut, i5, Yahoo Messenger, all of them, they were social media platform. But why do you think Facebook is outstanding? We used to have Flickr, photos now. All of them, they were used to share pictures. Why do you think Instagram is outstanding? Idea, team, product. But most importantly is execution. My brother, how are you executing it? Everything that I'm doing is not working. What's happening? We're doing exactly so well. These are the exactly same word that Nokia CEO said when their company was collapsing. Everything looks like it's heading into the right direction. Everything seems to be perfect. Why are we collapsing? Execution. How are you executing your idea? For those who are not coming from Tanzania, Genge is this very dirt place where you can go and buy fruits and vegetables. Very dirty, D-I-R-T-Y. But who say the Genge has to be dirty? Is there a law written somewhere that if it's a Genge, then it has to be dirty? Why not coming up with a smart Genge, well-branded, smart Genge 101, someone wearing very clean, things are well-pressed, and then you create franchise of Genges across Dar es Salaam. That's what we call execution. We can all sell bananas, we can decide to sell them in a different way. Which part of the value chain you want to add value, that's key. Ukisikia mayai ya Kwale, wote nataka mtafute mayai ya Kwale. All of a sudden the Kwale has disappeared. You're even affecting the ecosystem of Kwales. So if you want to cultivate watermelon, every guy in Dar es Salaam is running to rural area to cultivate watermelon. Then who will sell to who? If they're running to cultivate watermelon, get a car to help them to transport their watermelon to the markets. Are you guys getting me? Which part of the value chain are you adding value? It's not about which business are you doing. What is missing? And what are you plugging it in? I said 5 variables, I did 4. So the 5th one is timing, my brother. I love Bongo Flava. I grew up in Kariakoo and Ilala. So I love music. I love those good old days, Maboom Kabam, kina Jumanne, Sinakumbuka, Jinsi Kijana and the like, all those good old songs. Kigeto Geto, Tulianzisheni, so all those good music songs. So if you ask me, who's the most outstanding Tanzanian musician of our generation, I'll tell you it's Juma Kasim Nature.
Professor.
Wait. That's me. And then Where is Jumanne now? Okay, I don't want to say bad things about good people. So I don't know where he is technically. But we all know about diamond platinums, yeah? It's because of timing. Diamond came in when music was business. You see the power of timing. They are all good musicians. One of them came in where music was not business, so it's technically broke us. And the other one came in when music was business in PZ. You know where he is right now.
Was that intentional though?
It's nothing personal, it's just business.
Was it intentional for him to come in when it's working?
That's what I'm trying to say. Maybe if Facebook was around in 1998, it couldn't have worked because it was wrong timing. Because nobody wanted to know who are you dating. So they didn't want to know about your relationship status. But now everyone wants to know everything about you. And then you have to stand it out. It's complicated. So, you're getting me? So it's all about timing. So look what is needed now. What is missing now? If you can bring that to us, then you can build a sustainable business. Something which can stand out in the market. Something that will be willing to pay for. But this is where most of us are getting it wrong. To build a sustainable business is a combination of 3 P's. People, process, product. As young people, we usually get it very well with the process and product. We don't get it very well with people. But people, they are what driving our businesses. Brother, who do you talk to? You want to run $1 million business and you constantly hang out with people who are asking $100,000 from you. Who among you know about the VCP rule here? The VCP rule. Okay, that means you don't know about it. So, you have to invest on your visibility. As a brand out there, how do you look? I know, the moment you mentioned Jumanne Mtambalike, 3 things are coming up. Innovation, technology, entrepreneurship. If you know some other stuff, because you've gone up with me. So, how do you want to build your brand? When people mention your name, what should come out? You know how long I spent time to build that? I've been posting stuff on social media about innovation and technology since 2009. It reached a point, people who don't know me, they was like, you know, what's that guy from Buni? He always talks about technology and innovation. Is that guy? You want that. Because after visibility, what you're getting is credibility. You don't have to sell yourself. People will text you on Facebook like, hey, J4, I'm coming up with this new project. It needs some sort of a technology. Could we work together? There's this conference coming and we're looking to do some stuff related to entrepreneurship. Can you advise us? Because that's the image you've created out there. But my sister or my brother, this is a joke one of my friends used to say. If you want to be successful as a business leader, whatever kind of leader you want to be, You have to grow fast. I can tell you names and they'll come out very clear in your head. You potentially know about some of these kids. Some of them, they're still teenagers, I don't know. But they've done some outstanding stuff in this country. They are well respected. Some of their accounts have been Twitter verified with what they comment, what they contribute, what they say. VCP. Once you're visible, you become what? Credible. Once you are credible, you know, like money is flowing everywhere. Profitable. Because you are credible now. People are pushing gigs to you. You know, they are pushing consultants to you. They are pushing businesses to you because you've built your brand. You've built what? Build your brand. So visibility, credibility, profitability. And that is what? The VCP rule. There are some books you can read. The one I like most is called Branding Yourself Using Social Media. I forgot the author. That's very interesting actually. How do you build a strong profile that makes businesses and partnership and respect to fall into your direction? Look at your profile picture, my brother. You gotta play tie sometime. Look smart. Just assume this scenario. There's a guy in SA, walks in Kwesa, called another guy in Liquid Telecom and say, there's this brilliant young guy in Tanzania called Jumanne. He ran a consulting firm, potentially want to work with him. Just check the guy. You know what to check the guy mean in this generation? LinkedIn, Facebook him, Instagram him, Twitter him, and then email him. Email him come at the last part. I was supposed to give a town hall talk when YLF II came to Tanzania. People were there that day. I was the one who gave the introduction talk. The YLF II team spent hours to go through my personal profile accounts to see what I'm posting. What is my vision toward politics in Tanzania? What is my perception toward religious issues? Because they didn't want to attach my brand to their boss's brand if it's a wrong brand. Are you guys getting me? So be very serious with what you are posting online. Because once you post something online, you cannot take it back. You might delete it, but we have it somewhere in our local drive, and we're always going to use it against you when the right time comes. Ding, 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 like in the movies, you know. So, Neema has just been announced as a regional commissioner of mayor. Okay, I've got couples of images of Neema. Do you guys want to see? It's always like that. Small things in life, small things that you do, they take away your total control of your own life. People start to blackmail you, people start to control you, because of stupid mistakes you did when you were young. Are we together, guys? So when you're building a business, it's very important to understand on what you had to commit to and when to shut up your mouth. if I want to build a career in politics, I'll be commenting in every post related to whatever political party, whatever discussion is happening, because that is where I want to build my career in. But if I want to do business, that is coming, I'll be quiet. Because it's none of my business. They didn't get the joke. I'll be very, very quiet because it's none of my freaking business to get involved in politics. I know how to draw the line. And if you're on Twitter, you can follow our campaign. It's our campaign. You can post your picture with that hashtag, and potentially you can win a camera like that. So we do a lot of stuff with different partners, a lot of projects. A lot of projects. And what is the most interesting one coming in the pipeline that you guys can get involved? Oh, Sahara Accelerator. So this guy is following up on us. So we have a space for post-revenue startups. So if you feel you're running a business that is generating revenue, not business so that you can be called to give speeches, business that is generating revenue, and you're looking for a partner to give you a space so that you can scale it to the next stage, and you're willing to give equity, please come and see us. We also work with investors, serious investors, Series A, Series B, for businesses that are making profit. I was in Japan, so we are pulling in DMM Africa to try to get involved with the Tanzanian ecosystem as investors. So if you're interested, please, let's catch up. I'm opening up a question to the audience so that you can ask me, but I was told also Isaiah is here to share something around SummerUp. So after the questions, maybe then I can welcome Isaiah. So any question, please? Thank you so much, by the way. So who's coordinating the questions? Okay. Okay.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Brother G4, for a nice entertainment. We were enjoying while getting education. So I was listening to you in each and every steps in most of your words, but I was so much interested to hear about you speaking about risk, and you have speaking it about it in an innovation way. So there are too many risks for a young innovator, a young business person who can take, and you can feel it. I asked this question on the previous session, but I think it was not that much big. I didn't get the response that I was willing to get. As a programmer, as a developer, as an innovator, you have the feeling of sleepless night just to build something, and then it comes out, you need to partner with someone, and you have been in a partnering game for too long. So in what stage do you think a developer or an innovator can share their idea? Is it at the idea stage, like I'm thinking of doing this, or at the stage of I'm building this, I want you to see it and give me a comment? Which part do you suggest it to be shared? And the last one is like, we have issue of trust. Everybody knows that. We have issue of trust. So for young innovators and business partners, businessmen who are coming, what do you think can we do? Can we take the risk and the calculated risk in it, or we can just, what can we do exactly in terms of trust and before we part?
So I just had two questions. By the way, guys, please go straight to the questions. Can you share your idea and trust issues? Those are two big things ahead. As I said, most of the people will tell you to go and do patenting, go and patent your idea, go and patent your idea. Coming from a technical background, from a software background, sometimes it's tricky. So what are you patenting? Are you patenting the code? Are you patenting the look and feel of the software? Are you patenting the idea? Are you patenting the document that you've written about that software? It's kind of technical. Because we can have the same idea, but my software look red. It's not yours. You're getting me? So, my advice will be, spend time to fix those 5 things I've just told you. And fix them very quick. Get a proper team. Work on a great product. Prepare a timely execution. Go to the market, brother. Go to the market. Don't hold an idea and say, hey, this is my idea. Open up, talk to people. You need to take it out there. And time is not with you. So I'm not those guys who tell you, no, don't share your idea with someone. I'll tell you, go out and talk to people. If it goes stolen, then at least you have learned how to pitch it so that doesn't get stolen. And second thing is about the trust issue. Fixing trust issues like trying to fix a broken marriage. I'm married for the past 4 years, so it's next to impossible unless the two people decide to fix it themselves. So again, it's constantly about the owner of the idea feeling that he can open up to another person so that they can work together. So I cannot fix the trust issues, it's a behavioral stuff. But again, for those who are here, you need to work with people. You need to partner with someone. This is a problem of most of young Tanzanians. We are pretty much okay to get 80%, 80, of 200,000, rather than getting 20% of 1 billion. I don't know if you have got me.
Yeah.
I partner with everyone. I partner with people like crazy because they know at the end of the day there's a huge difference between 0 and a certain figure which is not 0. So do that.
Hello, I'm Chris.
We'll open more businesses. Third, I will encourage more investors from outside to come into our local investment scene so that they can invest in ideas that are growing fast. Because right now, we don't have a venture capitalist network in Tanzania, we don't have an investment network in Tanzania that is targeting young people. But if you go to countries like Ghana or Nigeria, at least they have. In Ghana, I know, Ghana Angel Investors Network. If you go to South Africa, you have South Africa Angel Investors Network. You have Urban Africa Business Angels Network. All of these are looking to fund early stage business ideas and support innovation and entrepreneurship ecosystem to scale. So if I'm a government, then I'll be encouraging those kind of things. And another thing also is on the procurement process. I will make it as easy as possible for local startups and local businesses to get chances to implement local projects. Ask few documents, ask few numbers of years. You know, you go to a newspaper right now and it's written in order for you to do this project, your company needs to be in operation for almost 15 years. Your age is 22, nigga. You started this business when you were 7. You're getting me. So that would be my advice to the government, as much as I'm not a politician. So, as this question, part of this question, okay, then let me finish this question. Those advice to the government: remove tax to early stage companies, put together policies that eases the process of registration, attract international investors, build networks at home to support local entrepreneurs. Those two, government. Build network and systems that support the growth of local entrepreneurs. 2, a startup. When the ecosystem is not growing, the ecosystem is crashing. No funders, no investors, no events, no any platform to make your business to grow. Know that if you think you have a bad day, There are some business running right now in Mogadishu, and God be with them, with all the bombings and everything. What am I trying to say? There's always a worst case scenario, but your business can still survive. There is a book called Tata, The Evolution of a Corporate Brand. It's talking about Jamshedji Tata, the co-founder of the Tata company. How do you build a business and a brand that survived for 200 years? You can learn. If your brand can survive World War, your brand survived the global whatever, all the things that happened, but still your company survived. You know, you're getting me? We can complain, but leaders come in, leaders go out. For how long Luge Mutahaba have been around? How many presidents have left him? Yeah, so that's the thing. It doesn't matter what is happening elsewhere. If you stay focused to your business and leave everything to pray around the way they want to pray around themselves, and you try to find innovation, how to tap into that political value chain, you will always survive. Just know when to laugh, when to keep quiet, and when to comment. If you don't comment the right way, there will be no fiestas this year. So, okay. Anyone who's question? I want to do. Oh, I know you, brother. I could always talk. Wait. Where are you from?
Kenya.
We could always meet and talk. It's a friend.
Okay.
I'm being recorded. Please, the clips that are controversial to my entrepreneurship career is very difficult because technically you don't have anyone to talk to tell you how did they get where they are. They will just technically tell you, there was this time, there was this amount of money, we tried to do this and this, and someone died, then we take the money and run away. So, there are no paths. It's like you have a mathematical question and then someone is giving an answer. So take it or leave it. You're getting this. But me and you, we need to create those paths towards clean, successful entrepreneurship stories. That's fine. The second one about the co-founders. The co-founding thing is very difficult. And it's the most complex part of any business. Getting the right person who shared your vision, whom you can rely on to build your business together. I cannot tell you whether 3 or 4 or 2 is the right number of co-founders, but you need to move from building a startup to building a business. A business is built by system and structures, and not the number of co-founders you have.